Yo, what's going on, guys? Snooze Man back here with a YouTube video, and today we're actually talking about the best XP and gameplay sliders for simulation here in Madden 22 franchise mode. Now, I did come out with a video talking about league settings, XP sliders, gameplay sliders. I'm not going to more so hit on league settings this time around, but I will be more specifically doing the sliders. But I did incorporate all those three on more so a realistic gameplay approach. This one's going to be for simulation. Now, this is kind of more favored toward my side because I'm a guy who plays more so simulation over playing each and every single game out. Obviously, there's times to do that, but for the most part, we play to rebuild and obviously see how far we can go with the team. And the easiest and quickest way to do that is simulation. That's where I have my most fun. But guys, we're going to get right into it now. Keep this in mind when I am going through this, that this is more so on the unrealistic side of things because, again, it's simulation and we want to have more fun with it. We're not actually playing these games out. If we were playing these games out, I'd recommend at least All Pro. If you play the game a lot, definitely All Madden. But just keep that in mind because as you guys are playing these games out, you're going to notice it's obviously not very hard to beat the CPU, easy to get stats, easy to upgrade your players. So these sliders and settings would be a little bit harder towards that. Now, on the simulation side, it's going to be more so unrealistic. So again, just keep that in mind. But here we go, starting with the offensive side of things. Quarterbacks, 110%, which I have it at the lowest here. Which again, it's still pretty high. Everything is going to be pretty high. But again, quarterbacks, in my opinion, even though this year it's kind of harder to develop because positions overall aren't easy to develop this year, which again, I kind of like that realistic side of things, but still pretty easy position to develop, obviously. Halfbacks are a very hard position, in my opinion, to develop. That's obviously a key position to obviously get big time stats from, especially if you want to develop your running backs, tight ends. Another one. I'm a guy like it depends on what you want to get out of your tight ends. Let's say you're the Falcons, you have a Kyle Pitts, you want to groom him, you want to make him into something, then obviously this is definitely the way to go in boosting his XP and try to get him really good really fast. It depends kind of obviously how you guys want to do it, but again, I definitely like this approach with that. Wide receivers, I don't feel like get a good, I don't think they get a lot of love in this game. I mean, they're like I've talked about it before, guys. Their dev traits fall quickly. And again, 112 I feel like is a safe number to where we can see how it works out and then move it around. But I think that's a solid number to where we can see a lot of production in terms of skill points, being able to upgrade these guys and seeing their full potential. Fullbacks didn't really touch. And offensive linemen, guys, again, I always talk about it. I've been talking about it for over a year now. This is something that I always try to make sure that I get these guys my most upgrades on because this is what makes an offense run. If you guys have a lot of rookie dev traits, I would definitely invest in that and definitely use these. I just put 120 on them. They can upgrade quick, and you're going to have a great offensive line for the future. Again, this is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. And I'm not going to completely break down the defensive side of things, but you can see, guys, I highlight, some of the easier things like middle linebackers, again, 110 tied with free safeties. Positions that, again, I think are very easy to develop and upgrade with. Middle linebackers always are, in my opinion, interchangeable. We can move these positions around. And again, they're a user. They go crazy. They get a lot of big time stats every single year. If you have a solid middle linebacker through simulation, they're going to do really good. So 110, I bumped that up by 10. That's not a crazy amount, and that's why it's one of the lower ones. Free safeties, same things. They're ball hawks, and they get a lot of picks, so they're going to get a lot of skill points for that. Strong safeties, I actually have them on the lowest, guys, because again, obviously I still bumped them up because it's simulation, unrealistic style here, but you can move these guys around. We can take a strong safety and we can move them as an outside linebacker, a corner, middle linebacker, whatever it is. These guys are probably the most interchangeable in your defense, so that's probably why I only boost them up by 5. But that's pretty much the offensive and defensive XP sliders right there, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the gameplay sliders that I have working for simulation here. And again, these are kind of, obviously boosted sliders towards the last video in which I made for realistic gameplay. So QB accuracy +4. I'm not going to go like super duper crazy, but obviously I'm going to benefit all of my side and just decrease all of my CPU side because again, it's simulation. We're having fun with this. So we're boosting our side and lowering their side. Again, you guys can let me know down below if you like this way or not. Again, you guys have every reason to, go down to the comment section and tell me if you disagree or agree and come up obviously with other videos for me to make. But QB accuracy +4, pass blocking 57, wide receiver catching 59, because again, we want a lot of great wide receiver stats. I feel like that can definitely help them. And then 55, 52, 58 for interceptions, pass coverage, and tackling, guys. And then as you guys can see for CPU skill, it's pretty down. The only one I just kept is tackling just because it's not one of the bigger ones. But 48 is the highest ones. I tied with run blocking, interceptions, pass coverage. I don't feel like those pay a huge enough dividends to affect our side. So, hopefully you guys agree with this. Those are going to be pretty much the XP and gameplay sliders for, again, I didn't really touch any of these special teams, game options. I didn't touch none of those, just offense and defense, guys. So let me know if you guys agree with this down below for simulation. I will be coming out again and updating you guys on more of these, but hopefully you guys did get something out of this video. And if you guys did, make sure you guys are leaving a like and hitting that sub button. Maybe comment down below any future tip videos you guys would like to see for the remainder of Madden 22 franchise mode. And again, guys, we did just hit 1.2K. So again, thank you guys for all of the support, and we will continue to strive and obviously hit bigger and better goals. So again, thank you guys for all of the support thus far. But guys, that will be it for today's video, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.